Hello, I'm Dr. Luigi Groton, Vice President of Nutrition Education. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program, Nutrition and Brain Health. In Lesson 1, Inside the Human Brain, we'll get an overview of what the brain does for the body, its parts and their functions, and the importance of nutrition. The first thing to know is that the brain is the center of all your emotions and thoughts, as well as your body's computer. It directs movements and organ and system functions. The brain interacts with the body through tiny electrical signals sent by billions of nerve cells. The brain is connected to the spinal cord to interact with the body's nervous system, and it sends signals to the cord, which then directs the body to move and function. With all these great responsibilities, brain cells need very specific nutrition, including carbohydrates, healthy fats, and amino acids, each for a different purpose. And because the brain needs oxygen, heart health is key to brain health. Let's jump right into this fascinating lesson. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. In this lesson, we'll explore the brain. Let's get started. The brain is the center of all of your thoughts and emotions. The brain uses nerve signals that are sent out to direct the movements of your arms and legs and the function of all your organs and your heart and circulatory system. The thinking part of the brain is contained in a thin section on the surface of the brain called the cortex. The cortex is responsible for thought and action. Cortex functions include directing the brain's thinking and emotional functions, overseeing all forms of conscious experience, including emotion, thought, and planning. Did you know that your brain is made up of approximately 100 billion cells called neurons? Neurons have the amazing ability to gather and transmit signals. They are something like the gates and wires in a computer. Neurons share the same characteristics and have the same parts as other cells, but the electrical properties enable them to transmit signals over long distances, up to several feet or a few meters, and pass messages to each other. Brain cells have two ends, one for receiving and one for sending signals. Dendrites are the receivers, and they receive signals through special proteins on their surface. Brain cells send out signals through fibers called axons. Depending on how they are organized, nerve cells send signals from the brain to the body or from the body to the brain. The tiny electrical signals from billions of nerve cells create all of the amazing functions of the brain. Balanced nutrition is vital for healthy brain function. Brain cells need carbohydrates as glucose for energy. Brain cells need healthy fat to make the coverings of the axons. Brain cells need certain amino acids from proteins to make signal-carrying chemicals called neurotransmitters. Did you know? Heart health is important for brain function. The brain needs oxygen that is carried by the blood to keep functioning. The heart functions to supply the brain with blood-carrying oxygen. Blood travels to the brain through special blood vessels in the neck, called the left and right carotid arteries. The brain is connected to the spinal cord, which carries signals to the limbs and organs of the body. Notice the nerves coming from the spinal cord to all parts of the body. The brain is divided into two halves, the left and right sides. The two sides look mostly symmetrical, yet it has been shown that each side functions slightly different than the other. The left side is associated with logic, language, and science, and the right side is associated with creativity, intuition, art, and music. Did you know that the left side of the brain is a little larger than the right side of the brain in right-handed people? In left-handed people, both sides are the same size. Left-handed people can use both hands equally for many tasks. Each side of the brain has 4 areas, clearly divided from each other: frontal, temporal, parietal, and occipital. Let's see what each of these areas do. The frontal area is associated with reasoning, planning, parts of speech, movement, emotions, and problem solving. The parietal area is associated with movement, orientation, recognition, and perception of stimuli. The temporal area is associated with hearing, memory, and speech. The occipital area is associated with visual processing. Which part of the temporal area is involved with memory? Let's take a look. Do you remember where you left your keys? If not, you may be losing memories stored in the hippocampus. The hippocampus interacts with other parts of the brain in helping you to remember places and faces. Using your brain is an important way to maintain your memory. Learning a new language, doing crossword puzzles, or playing other memory games can keep this area of your brain active. As we age, it is normal to lose some memory function. However, there are games you can play that will help you to improve your memory. For example, when you meet a person for the first time, try to remember their name by connecting their face to a word. A pretty girl named Lisa might have a face that looks like the Mona Lisa, or a man with a lot of hair might be named Harry. Playing these kinds of memory games every day can help keep your memory strong. Did you know that the hippocampus got its name because it's shaped like a seahorse? The hippocampus has a distinct curved shape that is similar to the shape of a seahorse. So its name is derived from the Latin name for this marine creature. As we get older, many people have changes in their hippocampus as their memory slows down. The cerebellum is in the back of the brain. It automatically controls balance, movement, and coordination. For example, when you walk, your legs move in a certain way that is coordinated. This part of the brain takes care of that for you. If we didn't have this automatic part of the brain, we could not dance or exercise. It's a lot smaller than the rest of the brain, only 1/8 of its size, but it's a very important part of the brain. Because of your cerebellum, you can stand upright, keep your balance, and move forward. The brainstem is located at the base of the skull and controls your breathing, your pulse, and other automatic functions in your body. Part of the brainstem's job is to control your involuntary muscles, the ones that work automatically, without you even thinking about it. There are involuntary muscles in the heart and stomach, and it's the brainstem that tells your heart to pump more blood when you're biking, or your stomach to start digesting your lunch. The limbic system is often referred to as the emotional brain. When you lose your temper, fall in love, or get depressed, it often seems that those feelings are not under your conscious control. This is because this part of the brain controls your emotions. You can influence this area with your thoughts, but many times our emotions get away from us, and we say people are out of their minds. Philosophers have said that the heart has a mind that the mind does not understand. The seat of emotions is not the heart, but this part of our brain. The hypothalamus and the pituitary gland form a unit that controls many hormones in your body for growth, water balance, blood pressure, and reproduction. The brain is one of the most important organs in your body. It needs to be supported with healthy blood flow from your heart, healthy nutrition, and a healthy active life. In addition, you should use your brain to keep it fit. Just like your muscles, use it or lose it. Learning a new language, doing crossword puzzles, or playing other memory games may keep this area of your brain active. Good work! You've completed another lesson in the Herbalife Nutrition Education program. In the next lesson, we'll see how nutrition may affect your brain. See you at the next meeting.